All right, guys, we are attending the reality show premiere of the Mommy Club, and right here with me is, are you the executive producer?
I am the executive producer.
I mean, I knew you had to be the one bringing in the money.
Yeah.
Hi, Eugene.
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How does it feel to have another reality show on your list?
It feels really good. It feels really good. I've lost count of what the number of the show is, but it feels good to also be doing another international franchise, to have been able to assemble such a great cast. Very proud of the team at DNR Studios for all the work that they've done. And we're feeling really good about this one. It's looking, episode 1 is already looking quite good. We filmed the whole season and we know that it just keeps on climbing and climbing in terms of drama and entertainment value. So feeling really good.
Amazing. So why the moms? Because we've seen you've done influencers, you've done other people. Why moms, and why these ones specifically?
I think so. Mommy Club is a format that exists elsewhere, and I think generally there's a lot of human interest stories around women. And I was actually, the first time I saw Mommy Club, I was like, why didn't I think of that? Because it's such a natural progression and such an important element of not just of life, not just for the women, but generally for everybody, including the men. And you know, there's just a lot of intricacy and sensitivity that goes into being a mother, and then to be able to bring a group of mothers together to then share that journey together. Form bonds. You know, the stories are so natural and they've come alive so naturally that I'm like, I should have come up with that idea myself.
So now, among all the moms that you'd have chosen in Kenya, you chose this one specifically.
Yes.
Why them?
I think the ensemble, from Carrie to Offense to Jackie to Lynne and even Piera, they're such an interesting, diverse group, both in terms of demographic, their backgrounds, what they do for work, their personalities. And so ideally, when you're casting for a reality show, you want to have almost all archetypes when it comes to personality. And I feel they cover that very well. You've got all personalities covered in the group. And also some of them are already celebrated. They're already doing very well in media. And so I think that also played a big part in how we selected them. Yeah.
Among all of them, who was the hardest to convince?
I think the hardest to convince are not on the show.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes it's for the best.
Yes.
Because with these TV shows, you almost want someone who's a willing participant.
For sure.
You want someone who's comfortable being in front of the camera. You want someone who's not going to hold back on who they are as an individual and what their story is. So with these ladies, I would say like pretty much everybody, the conversation was quite easy. Once we approached them, they of course had their questions, they had their conditions on what they needed to be done, but I wouldn't say anybody was particularly difficult. Interestingly, some of them were already in conversations with us about TV shows. Piera and I have always spoken for years about the possibility of doing a show together, thrown up around a bunch of ideas. Jackie walked up to me at the American Embassy a few months back and said, "Yo, we must do a show about mothers." And as fate would have it, a few months later, here we are. Yeah.
So what biggest lesson has this show portrayed out there, especially because it has to do with moms, nurturing children? What biggest lesson have you derived from this show yourself?
I think reality shows teach you patience. That's a standard. Because you see the way reality shows are structured is they're the lives of people. And they're their real lives, not scripted, it's not a set. So you have to live and almost work around their actual lives. And there's delays, there's cancellations, people's personalities come into play. Crews also get quite involved. There's a heavy toll on the crew as well because they become very embedded in these people's lives. So if they're going through something, you're going through it with them. If they're happy, you're happy with them. I would say that these shows teach you patience. And they teach you perseverance. But above all, it's so rewarding because afterwards when you see the work and when the audience watches it, you hope they love it.
Yes.
It's rewarding at that point. Yeah.
I mean, as comparing, film and reality shows, you seem to lie more on the reality shows. Why not film?
We are in the process of making some films. Okay. I think we started out as a documentary production house, doing shows like Young Rich. And I think we just naturally segued into reality shows. And then somehow we ended up making that our main genre. We've done so many of them and continue to produce almost a new one every year. So I'd say it was a natural progression from where we began, but we are in the process of making films and other genres of television.
Yeah. All right. right, we are looking forward to that, Eugene. So please talk to the fans. Why should they watch Mami Club? What can they expect to see there?
Yeah, as you know, the DNR Studios doesn't disappoint when it comes to drama, entertainment, and good quality productions, and this is no different. So if you're a fan of any of our productions, if you're a fan of any of these amazing ladies, tune in every Friday. New episodes drop in every Friday on Showmax. It promises to be worth its salt.
All right, Eugene. Thank you so much for talking to us, and congratulations on putting this one in your catalog as well.
Thank you very much.
SPM Buzz.